Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss. I'm back again doing another video, and today we're going to take a quick look at this Verizon iPhone 4. Alright, now before we get into this, if this is your first time watching any of my videos, there's nothing fancy about this video. I don't work for Apple, I don't work for none of these phone companies, so you ain't going to see no fancy giveaways or no special effects and all that. Straight to the business, alright? Shout out to everybody watching the video. Shout out to everybody liking the video. Shout out to all the people subscribing to the channel and all that. That's what's up. And a special shout out to everybody who hit me up on Facebook, all right? Because that's where we're doing the real communication at on Facebook. So, you know, if you got questions or you just want to get up with me and all that, talk about some tech shit, video game shit, you know, working out, any kind of shit that, you know, you want to, you know, talk about, whatever, hit me up on Facebook, because that's where I'm at most of the time, all right? So if I don't respond to a YouTube comment right away, it ain't because I'm ignoring and all that. It's because I'll be on Facebook most of the time and I'll be on YouTube like on the weekends and all that. So hit me up on the Facebook, all right? So now let's get into this Verizon iPhone 4, all right? Now the quick story behind this, I know because a lot of people saying, yo, I thought you was repping the Evo, and I thought you was, you know, down with Team HTC and all that. Yeah, I really am, you know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing changed. I still got the Evo, as you can see here, rocking out all day. You know, you've seen my last video, I gave a high mark to the shift. And of course, I still got that full effect, you know what I'm saying? And I'm always rocking my BlackBerry Bold. Can't get rid of that. And if you need an emergency joint, keep a nice palm pre, you know, just for emergencies, all right? Now, the story behind this iPhone 4 is my shorty was down with T-Mobile. So she had the BlackBerry Bold and the Samsung Vibrant, all right? Now, anybody who ever had a Samsung Vibrant, you already know, or if you know somebody who got it, that phone is one of the worst phones that came out last year. I mean, the screen and the camera was nice, but that phone was even worse than the Epic. That phone was straight trash. So, you know, Valentine's Day coming up and all that, so I said, you know what, I'm going to get her something different. So I did it to T-Mobile contract and all that, so I decided to get her the BlackBerry Storm 2, and I decided to get the Verizon iPhone, all right? And while I was in the store, I was like, you know what, I might as well get one for myself too, because, you know, we're going to be FaceTiming and all that. Not to mention, you know, I don't like to get left behind out of the loop. So I'm going to got one for myself too. So let's take a look at it and see what it's looking like, all right? Now, first of all, it's an Apple product. So you already know if you ever bought anything from Apple, you're getting a nice box. And everybody knows I like a nice box. So this is a good box. Now let's open it up and see what we got in here. Inside, you got the iPhone, all right? This is what it looks like. Now, you're not going to get this chrome case like this. This is something I just copped, you know, from Best Buy. Little chrome joint. You know what I'm saying? You could use it as a mirror. You know, whatever. They didn't have, if you go in Best Buy, there's 1,000 cases that look like this. Like these, you know, two-part snap-on cases. There's every color, every design, every pattern that you could think of. So you ain't going to have a problem getting a case for this. All right? What else? You got the separator, and if you ever bought anything from Apple, you already know. You got the charger, you got the cable to connect to your computer, and you got a set of headphones. All right? So that's all you're getting in the box. And that's all you basically need. All right? So now let's take a look at the actual device. All right? So when we power it on, there it is. Now, what can I really say about iPhone? Everybody, if you had an iPod, basically the same thing, but just the phone version. All right? Personally, what do I think about it so far? After having it for about 3 or 4 days, I'm giving this phone a solid 9, maybe 9.5. Because there's a few things about the phone that I'm not feeling. Now, that could be, you know, some of that you could say is because I'm so used to rocking with HTC and rocking with Android that you get used to little things. And then when you get a new operating system and they don't have it, you know, it's a big deal. Now, to you, you might not think it's a big deal, but there's a few things that I don't like about the phone, and I'll tell you what they are. But there's a whole bunch of stuff that I do like about it. So let's get the few things I don't like about it out the way first. All right? Let's take a look at the email. Now, first thing I don't like about this phone is if you look here, you can see my, let's see if you could get an angle. You can't delete more than one email at a time. You have to delete each email individually. All right? Now, why is that, is that a big deal for some people? No, it might not be a big deal for you, but for somebody like me, I'm getting over 100 emails a day between work and my personal joints. You know, so that's a lot of deleting individual emails. And I'm used to on my Evo, I check all my emails and I delete the whole box every day. You know, keep them down. But if you notice, on this one, I got emails backed up. Look at all those emails backing up. And that's because if you click on, say I click on my AOL, right? You could use this like swipe action and delete each email at a time, or you could go to edit, then you got to click each box and then move it to trash. All right. Now, don't get me wrong. It works nice and all that. If you're not that big into email and all that, then it ain't going to be a real big deal for you. You know, if you just use email for personal here and there, then you ain't going to care. But if you're using the phone for some kind of business action or whatever, that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? They need to. Now, I'm pretty sure once you get it jailbroken, there's going to have some kind of tweaks that you could do to it. That's why I said I'm giving the phone a 9 right now. Once I figure out how to tweak it up a little bit or whatever, then I'm pretty sure this will be a 10. All right? Second thing I don't like about the phone is the notifications, the email sounds. You only got one sound. You can't change to different alerts for different email inboxes. Now, again, that might not be important to you, but to me it's important because a lot of times I'm in the bed. If anything that goes to my Yahoo is going to be some spam or some personal bullshit, nothing important. So now in the middle of the night or early in the morning, if I hear my email alert go off, you know, if I know it's some spam or some personal bullshit I don't want to wake up for, I don't want to have to get up and go check the phone to see what email is coming in. I want to just hear it and be like, oh, that's bullshit, go back to sleep. With this iPhone, everything that comes in, you got to get up and check because it's only one ringtone for the emails. Now, I went on the App Store and I seen a couple of other applications that you could download that will let you change that. But you got to be careful with that because with those, what you're doing when you get those, you're having your email redirect, you know, your email, somebody sends you an email, it's being redirected to somebody else, a server, and then pushed over to you like that. So now, I don't know what kind of work you do, but if you do some kind of work that you got some sensitive kind of emails, I don't know if you want your emails just floating around to random servers that you never heard of and all that, and they send it back to you. Who knows? But the point is, if you got some sensitive stuff, you might want to just deal with that, you know, with your secure email and all that. You don't need it getting redirected from here to there or whatever. So that's another thing I don't like. All right? And what else? The main thing that, not say I don't like, but it's going to take me a while to get used to, is when you come from using Android and using HTC devices and all that, you get used to the widgets. All right? Now, if you don't know what a widget is, if you know, I don't know, maybe you just don't know. A widget is this. You see how when I swipe, I have my flight view is open on the top already. That's the widget. It's an actual, I'll show you a good example. Like this friend stream is a widget. My Facebook widget. So this way I don't have to open up Facebook to see what's going on. I could just look at it and I could just tap. I could go side to side. I could just go side to side and, you know, see what's going on my Facebook without having to go into the actual application. And I got a bunch of widgets. You see, I got the calendar. You know, I got my my favorites. All of my, you know, all this stuff. These are widgets that, you know, once you get used to, it's hard to go to a phone that everything you have to literally go to and open up. Like this. Now, if I want to check a flight or something, I got to go to my flight view. I got to open it up. I got to put the flight in, and then every time I want to check on that flight, let's try a sample flight. All right. Now this one is 99 cents. I ain't even upgraded yet, but you understand what I'm talking about. Like everything you want to do on this phone, you got to literally go to it and do it, which is not a big deal. I mean, if you never had HTC before, then you won't even know what I'm talking about. But anybody who had Android before, you know how important those widgets are. Yeah, they say they might make your phone lag a little bit on all that, but I need them, and I like them. Like with this weather and clock widget, I need that. And the flight view, if you look closely, I don't even have to open it, but I can see what time my flight is coming in and all that stuff, so you get used to those. All right? That's the main things I don't like about the iPhone, but you know, small potatoes. Some people might say that it ain't a big deal. It's really not a big deal, but that's just what I don't like about it. Now, what do I like about it? First of all, this screen, you know, I thought Samsung with the Epic and their AMOLED screens, I thought that was the top of the line screens But to be honest, this iPhone 4, the screen, as far as the colorful and the brightness, I mean, so far I haven't seen anything like it. This screen is bananas. All right, this screen is tough. Also, the camera on this phone, the camera is sick. Let me see if I got any pictures in here. Even the front-facing camera is crystal clear. I mean, this is beautiful. So if you're looking for, camera-wise and screen-wise, you can't go wrong with this iPhone. Let's see if I got any pictures where you could see. All right, take a look at this one. Like, if you want to see, like, this is a picture of my daughter getting ready for her cheerleading competition. I mean, I don't know how clear it's coming out in this video, but I mean, the picture is crystal clear. All right, the video playback is beautiful. Let's see if I got a little video, during the cheerleading competition. Nice and loud. Beautiful. All right, so that's high marks for the video, high marks for the camera, top of the line marks for the screen. Let's check out some of the apps on it. Check out the YouTube app, because that's important. The YouTube app is a go. So I got mine saved to my channel. So when I get on, you see all of my joints. So I can play the video right here. While you're playing the video, you could go down. Either way, you could go sideways. You could go vertically. You could do full screen while it's vertical. Full screen horizontal. So that's nice. The phone is nice and light. I mean, it's a great feel to it. I mean, if you had an iPod, you already know the feel and you already know the user interface. It's just like anything from Apple. I mean, runs smooth, no lagging at all. I mean, and there's no widgets, so that's, that takes away some of that lag, but no lag at all. Anything you touch, it's going right to it. All right? Now, one more thing that I don't like about it, I forgot to mention. And it's not to say I don't like about it, but it's just something that you're going to have to get used to. Is the text messaging. When you're using the text messaging, this keyboard, it's kind of small. All right. Now, when you get used to the big 4.3-inch screens and all, you kind of get used to typing. But if you're typing in horizontal mode, which most people do, a lot of times you're going to make mistakes touching these keys. So you're going to have to turn it, if you have to turn it horizontally like this. What I meant to say was if you type it in vertical mode, then if you got big fingers like me, you're going to be making a lot of mistakes. But you just throw it in horizontal and you'll be all right. All right. What's the bottom line, though? On a scale of 1 to 10, this phone is a 9.5 right now. I just got to play with it. Like I said, the only way I'm going to get used to it, I'm going to have to drop this message coming through. The text messaging now, you could change to whatever alert you want. But the email alerts, you can't change them. So anyway, with all that said, the phone is a 9.5. Maybe after a week, I'll give it a 10 after I get used to everything. But the phone is definitely a go. Now, the question everybody's going to ask me is, do I think it's better than the Evo? Which one do I like better? And I'm going to have to be 100% honest with you. I'm going with the Evo. So far right now, I don't see nothing touching this Evo. Nothing coming out that, I mean, the HTC Thunderbolt is basically the Evo, but just for Verizon. I don't see nothing beating this Evo right now. The iPhone, though, don't get me wrong, it's equal with the Evo. It's right there, solid. It's just missing a few little things here and there, but iPhone is definitely a go. All right. As far as accessories, I got a few. I left one of them home, but I got a case like this, similar to the BlackBerry. It's just a little sliding case. So, say you're wearing sweatpants or something, and you can't put a holster on your pants. You just want to slide it in your pocket. You could get a case like this and just slide it in your pocket, or you could get some kind of holster that will protect the screen also. Because if you're like me, you got keys and change and everything in your pocket. You're gonna be scratching up your screen. All right. Other accessories. Now, anybody who's seen my Evo joint, you know that I got the big dog rugged case on it with the rugged clip. Just in case, you could drop this shit. Like I said before, you could drop it out the car. No damage. So, I went and got one for the iPhone. Now, this is from a company called Ballistic. This case is a go. Comes in 2 pieces. It's like a hard shell. and it comes with the rubber to go around the hard shell and the clip. So just like the out-of-box one and the ones that you get from CDO, same thing. It's going to be, really big and bulky, but if you drop your joint, you ain't going to have to worry about it breaking. Trust me, it ain't going to break. All right? So that's all I got basically as far as the accessories. I just got the joint, so we get into some other stuff. We'll get some more accessories, by the time next week when I do the real review on it and, go through everything, I'll have some more accessories by then. In the meantime, I found something else, too, just on a side note. Anybody who ever seen my iPad video and they like that out-of-box solid joint, if you got the Galaxy Tab, right, there's one that comes out for this. Now, I know what you're saying. Yo, Floss, didn't you take back the Galaxy Tab? Yeah, I took it back because, I wasn't feeling it. I bashed it and all that. But I've been looking around, and they said that Samsung is supposed to have a fix for the lag problem, and they're supposed to be, upgrading the software and all that. So I said, why not? I'm going to give it another shot. Still got another 30 days. If it don't work out then whatever. But I'm going to give it a shot right now. In the meantime, if you got the Samsung Galaxy Tab and you're looking for a case like that out of box, they make one for the Galaxy Tab. All right? Now, I didn't even open this joint yet. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, same one. Comes with a rubberized front, but the hard plastic back, and it has a stand. So you can use the joint as, if you're watching a movie or something, you can stand it up on it. So that's something you might want to take a look at if you got this Galaxy Tab. And if you do got the Galaxy Tab and you got Google TV, let me show you something that you definitely going to want to get. Basically, I got this Galaxy Tab just for this. The Google TV remote on the Galaxy Tab, I can't tell you how hard this remote is. This shit is hot. All right. Now, if you use Google TV, it comes with that it comes with the remote that you see, that the handle. Look at my other video. I'll show you the remote in it. But this remote on the Galaxy Tab, when you use it like this, it's insane. Everything touchscreen. So now if I was home, I'll be moving the cursor on my TV in this space right here. And it's big screen space. You can't go wrong. All right? So like I said, iPhone 4 from Apple. It's a 9.5. All right? It's right up there with all the top of the line joints. Phone is a little bit small for me. A few tweaks here and there, but this phone is a solid go. If you got Verizon, get this. If you got AT&T, get this. If you got Sprint and you got an Evo and you're like, oh, I'm tired of the Evo and I need to get something new, get this. If you don't got no phone and you're just debating, do I want to get the iPhone or do I want to get the Evo? I'm still going with the Evo as the #1 phone out right now until I see something else. Now, if I said anything in this video that's wrong, if y'all know how to do something, if y'all know how to change the notification or whatever, hit me up. Let me know. All right? Because like I said, I don't work for none of these companies. I don't know everything about, all these phones. I just got them. But like I said, shout out to everybody who hit me up on the Facebook, because somebody hit me up, my mans and them, they hit me up, show me how to root the phone, show me how, a lot of shit. Like I said, I don't know all there is to know, but I want to know it. You know what I'm saying? So if you know something that I don't know, hit me up. If I know something that you don't know, I'll do the same thing, all right? So I'm going to do the real review in a couple of days from now. I'm going to do the real review, and we're going to get it going from there, all right? Hit me up on Facebook. If you want, hit me up on Twitter and all that, and we keep it going, all right? It's your boy Floss, and I'm out. Hello?